The tale of the phoenix and the eternal flame. In a time long forgotten by history, there existed a land where the sun never set and the night never fell. It was a land bathed in perpetual daylight, ruled by a wise and kind king named Thalos. Thalos was not just any king, he was revered as a leader who never wavered in the face of adversity. A man who believed that strength was born not from power, but from the heart's ability to endure. In this land, at the center of the kingdom, there burned an eternal flame, an ancient fire that had never gone out. The flame, as legend had it, was a gift from the gods, bestowed upon the kingdom as a symbol of its unyielding spirit and enduring hope. The flame was said to hold the power of the phoenix, the mythical bird that could rise from its ashes, reborn and renewed. But not all was as perfect as it seemed. For centuries, the flame had burned bright, but as time wore on, it began to dim. The people, once full of hope and resilience, began to lose faith. They whispered among themselves that perhaps the gods had abandoned them, or worse, that the flame was dying because the kingdom had lost its way. King Thalos, a man of unwavering resolve, could not bear to see his people in despair. He decided to embark on a journey to rekindle the flame and restore hope to his land. He called upon the kingdom's elders, seeking their counsel. They told him of an ancient prophecy that spoke of a phoenix that would appear when the kingdom was most in need, offering its life to reignite the flame. Determined to save his people, Thalos set out on a quest to find the phoenix. He ventured into the deepest forests, climbed the highest mountains, and crossed treacherous deserts. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, yet there was no sign of the phoenix. The king grew weary, and doubt began to creep into his heart. One night, as Thalos sat by a dying campfire, he looked up at the sky, seeking guidance. "Have I failed my people?" he asked the stars. "Is this the end of our hope?" As if in response, a brilliant light streaked across the sky. Thalos stood in awe as the light descended, revealing the phoenix in all its glory. Its feathers shimmered with the colors of the dawn, and its eyes burned with an ancient wisdom. The phoenix spoke, its voice resonating like the echo of 1,000 sunsets. "Why do you seek me, King Thalos?" asked the phoenix. Thalos, bowing his head, replied, "My people are losing hope. The eternal flame that has burned for centuries is fading. I have come to ask for your help, to reignite the flame and restore my kingdom spirit." The phoenix gazed at the king, its eyes full of understanding. "The flame that burns in your kingdom is not just a fire, Thalos. It is a reflection of the hearts of your people. It dims because they have lost faith, not just in the flame, but in themselves. If you wish to restore the flame, you must first restore their belief in the power that lies within them." Thalos listened intently, realizing that the phoenix's words held the truth he had been searching for. "How can I do that?" he asked. "How can I make them see the strength they hold within?" The phoenix then told him a story of resilience and rebirth. There was once a young phoenix who, unlike the others of its kind, was not born from the ashes of its predecessor, but emerged weak and frail. The young phoenix struggled to fly and was often ridiculed by others for its inability to soar like the rest. It began to doubt its own worth, questioning whether it was truly a phoenix at all. One day, a terrible storm swept through the land, threatening to extinguish the sacred fires that burned across the world. The older, stronger phoenixes flew high above the storm, escaping its wrath. But the young phoenix, too weak to escape, was caught in the heart of the storm. It was tossed and battered by the winds, its feathers torn and burned by lightning. As the storm raged on, the young phoenix, now barely clinging to life, found itself falling into the darkness below. In that moment of despair, It remembered something its mother had once told it. The true power of the phoenix lies not in its wings, but in its heart. When all seems lost, that is when you must rise. With the last of its strength, the young phoenix closed its eyes and surrendered to the fire within. It let go of its doubts, its fears, and its pain. And as it fell, it was consumed by flames, not the flames of destruction, but the flames of rebirth. From the ashes, the phoenix was reborn, stronger than before. It rose from the storm, its wings now carrying it higher than ever. It returned to the world, and with its newfound strength, it reignited the fires that had been extinguished, bringing warmth and light back to the land. As the phoenix finished its tale, King Thalos understood the message. The strength of the phoenix comes from within, he murmured. It's not about waiting for a miracle, but about finding the power within ourselves to rise. The phoenix nodded. Go back to your people, Thalos. Show them that the flame still burns within them, just as it does within you. Lead them not as a king, but as a beacon of hope and resilience. With the phoenix's blessing, Thalos returned to his kingdom. He gathered his people and told them the story of the young phoenix. He spoke of the power that lay within each of them, the power to rise from any hardship, to overcome any obstacle. Inspired by their king's words, the people began to believe again. They came together, each bringing a spark of their own spirit, and together they rekindled the eternal flame. The flame roared to life, brighter than ever before, a symbol of their renewed hope and unyielding spirit. From that day forward, the kingdom thrived, not because of the eternal flame that burned at its center, but because of the flames that burned within the hearts of its people. And every year, they celebrated the day the phoenix taught them that true strength comes from within, and that no matter how dark the night, the dawn will always come. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel